E used to come by his work for my homeboy Turtle, Kenny Wayne Johnston. He corrected me, you know what I mean? Based on, because what I thought cripping was, or what it's supposed to be, he stopped me and said, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
I actually saw somebody, and it was a woman, you know, with some dudes, and she the only one had the thing on, the red bandana. And I grabbed it off of her.
Being that where you're from, Compton, California, it's the epicenter of gangster rap. You know what I mean? It's the epicenter of it, right? So when you talk about the Eazy-E's, the Dr. Dre's, the Suge Knights, the CMWs, MCAs, the Tidy T's, the King T's, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they went that route? Why do you think that Eazy was smart enough, or had the foresight to say, you know what, there's a market for this. People want to hear this shit.
I don't think people, and I'm gonna start at Suge for a minute. People don't give Suge his really how smart it was for him to put those individuals together the way he did.
For sure.
Now he wrecked it himself.
Yeah.
But for him to come because anybody can put up money.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, go ahead, take care of the business.
Right.
But how does it get done?
Exactly. The execution.
Yeah, the execution. So when you talk about the Eazy-E's and the Dr. Dre's, so here's what they did. Gangster rap, right?
Yeah.
Now you got this culture of gangs, right? We looking at them, seeing everything they do. Hey, let's put this in our rhymes and let's, we studio. We ain't really about that.
Well, now let me ask you now. Let me push back a little bit.
Okay, push back.
E was from Kelly Park
E was from where it's from. E used to come by his work for my homeboy Turtle, Kenny Wayne Johnston.
Oh, we gonna get to Turtle. You know I'm gonna talk about Turtle now. You know what I'm saying? But E from neighborhood. It was neighborhood back then.
Yes.
But Kelly Park.
No, Kelly Park, neighborhood, Compton End Hood, Atlantic Drive.
Okay.
All share one neighborhood.
Even in his day.
Yes.
Okay.
You had the Atlantic Drives, the Kelly Parks, and neighborhoods.
Okay.
And then across from there was the South Side.
Right. Did you know E?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was there when he came there. Because if you go back and look at the movie, a lot of people don't pay. Go back and look at the movie. You're going to see on the wall, SBC. Inside that scene.
Santana Block.
Yeah. So what they were alluding to is that he was in a Santana Block drug house buying drugs.
Okay.
You just go look at the scene, you'll see it.
So what was E like? Did you have a personal relationship?
I didn't really have a
him?
personal relationship. I just saw him. He was just, at that time, just an individual coming and put his money in, get his work, and go do his
I'm curious.
business.
What was E buying back then? 4.5? What? 9?
You know what? He was like most everybody else, man. If you had just a little bit of intellect, you can just
stretch some little shit.
Just come up. You know what I mean? You knew to turn 4 to 8 or 9 and then half to a whole,
Yeah.
It was pretty simple because the clientele was there. Because remember, that's part of my, Professor Melly Mel.
Hell yeah. We gonna get to that.
Every time the first and the 15 hit, it feel like dope.
We gonna get to that.
Okay.
So when you start seeing, excuse me, had your street career started at the time that NWA merges with their music? Were you already off the porch with Santana Block?
Oh yeah, I was off the porch in '72.
Okay.
Stanley Tookie Williams, I was right there with him.
Right.
My first discipline, or how would we say, holding court?
Yeah.
Was through Stanley Tookie Williams. He corrected me on this.
I forgot you ran with Tookie.
Yeah, he corrected me. You know what I mean? Based on, because what I thought cripping was, or what it's supposed to be, he stopped me and said, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
I actually saw somebody, and it was a woman, with some dudes, and she the only one had the thing on, the red bandana. And I grabbed it off of her, threw it on the ground, and he made me pick it up. And this had to be around 74, 75 when that first started happening.
Yeah.
But So in 72, they got kicked out of Factor Brookins, which was out there in Banning, California. So my OG, which is Donald Duck Norwood, Chester Norwood, they were in the boys' home.
The Red House.
No, before the Red House.
Okay.
Out in Factor Brookins, Banning, California, with Bob Simmons, Coachy, or whatever his name was, and Baby Boy. They were out there running it.
Yeah.
And didn't mean to mess your name up, OG. But so they got kicked out of Banning. And they moved him on Pine in Santa Fe, which made it perfect because Donald Duck Norwood and Chester Norwood, who was Hercules, they lived on Willow, which is around the corner. Mm-hmm. So you had the Red House, Oaks Park, mm-hmm. and then from behind there you have Santa Fe, mm-hmm. Willow, McDavid, Spring, Peck, and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So those are all the blocks that surrounded all that. So you got Stanley Tookie Williams, you got
but Tookie's from LA though, right?
Tookie's from LA. Okay. But he loved him some Compton. He loved how that.
What was Tookie really like? I mean, you hear all the stories. Even Ice-T got on and told a story about Tookie.
Tookie was like real passionate about what the Crips were and what they weren't. Mm-hmm. He was like, if you was a buster, you couldn't be around. Mm-hmm. If you didn't go through the test or being part of that, whatever that system was, you know mm-hmm. what I mean? You got to, mm-hmm. show them hands or run down the line, or if you ain't done none of that, you had no business being around.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You wasn't there.
So with his situation, right? I mean, mm-hmm. it's well documented. He was convicted of allegedly robbing the hotel and killing, was it 3 or 4 people or whatever, mm-hmm. with the shotgun. From what you know, I mean, we know he's executed now. Rest in peace to Tookie Williams. Do you think he was really guilty of that? Because you hear different things.
It's hard to say because I wasn't there, don't really know, you know what I mean? But I know the individuals that was there with him, they were so quick to point fingers at him. Mm-hmm. So if you got the name mm-hmm. and you the most likely of who they going to focus on,
right?
Wouldn't it be easy for us to just pour on you?
Yeah.
If we scared and nervous, don't mm-hmm. know what to do, mm-hmm. never mm-hmm. been under this situation,
right?
Let's put it on Tookie.
Did he had co-defendants in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all rest in peace now.
Oh, okay. Did they go to jail too, or just him?
I don't know if they went to jail or not.
Damn.
I don't. If they did, they didn't get nowhere near what he got.
Yeah.
The punishment he got.
Sure didn't. Nah.
So if you is co-defendant, now, say for instance, you and I, Ken, mm-hmm. and Rachel, we all on a mission. Rachel, the driver, me, mm-hmm. you, and Ken initiate. Mm-hmm. Just because she the driver, she don't get less time.
Oh, that's real. That ain't how
she
the
get
law
the
work.
Same thing. We all in this together.
Yeah.
So how did those other guys get less?
Yeah. Shit.
You understand?
Yeah, they told it. But then I know it was rumored that Tookie had he used to hit that angel dust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But because he thought in his mind, he thought it made him stronger, made him.
Yeah, because they said he used to do that shit before he worked out. He would hit the dust and be on one.
That man had so many weights. I've never seen so many weights. That was part of his.
Yeah.
Whether it was Tiny Man, let's see, Shotgun, Weasel, Little Cross, Pretty Crip, which was Guy Walker, Killer Carl. Mm-hmm. Those are some of the individuals that lived in the Red House.
Who was bigger? Was it Tookie or Craig Munson?
Now
I think Craig was bigger than Tookie, huh?
I think maybe more defined.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tookie was a huge dude.
Yeah. Man. Who you think had better hands, Craig or Tookie?
Craig, I don't know about Craig because I've been in the spot with Craig, and I seen Craig, but Craig was kind of soft.
Really?
I mean, I'm
soft.
Talking about,
you mean body wise or just in his?
Just
how he was.
If you listening talk, you be like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on with him?
Yeah,
you know
really.
What I mean?
I heard Craig was a savage though back in the street.
But he had a soft tone to him. It's like something going on in there.
I already know. Come on, Melly.
I'm holding court, standing trial. Why ain't I seen you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.